Pull up on a pull up, swerving in my lane. 20s poking out, so no, I can't complain.
Great brand new artist introduced to me by a good friend of mine, Mac Delfino. So Henny, come join us in the Wake Up and Win Lounge.
Hey,
What's going on, boss? How you doing?
Good, man. Good. Hanging in there, man.
Cool.
Staying alive. That's all we can do.
you know, after we were just talking about this Our America game, it's like all we can do is live, man.
Right. You know, I was paying attention to that, and I think that they're trying to normalize, you know, some everyday life situations that they shouldn't always, because it's bad enough as it is.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, it shouldn't be normal to begin with, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, please, if you could, Henny, my man, if you could just introduce yourself to our listeners and everybody tuning in.
All right. Well, I'm your boy Henny, aka HP. A lot of people call me Will. My real name is Will, but I'm from the streets of Michigan, man. All over Michigan, Detroit, Inkster, Ypsi, Ann Arbor.
Okay, Midwest repping.
Right.
Always.
I feel like I lived everywhere, so you know when it come down to that, I fit in everywhere. So it's all good. You know?
Dope.
That's
Right.
what's up, my man. Thank you again for joining us on the Wake Up and Win show. What could you tell us real quick? What has been the most memorable experience you has as an artist?
As an artist, I think when people in the crowd take it a little too far, I think that's the most memorable. We've had tons of stuff thrown up at us, so in the past.
What kind of stuff?
What kind of stuff?
No.
Water bottles.
To say this for Tales of the Strip, man.
Well, we'll just put question marks and you can fill in the blanks.
That is hilarious.
Right,
Cool.
right. Yeah. No, just about anything, you know.
That's cool, man. So it's a pleasure to have you on here, man. Thank you for joining us in the Wake Up and Win show, as homie said. What's been the most difficult hurdle for you to overcome in your career?
I think is when, for any artist, is when you feel like people aren't giving you that attention that your craft desires, you know, or that you feel like you are. Because, I mean, a lot of what's going on now is a lot of people feel that their friends aren't really giving them that that support and that push. So I think that's what it is. I think it's difficult to try to get you feel at your lowest, but you know you're making good music and it's just not getting out there, and your people aren't focusing on you, you know, and they're not supporting you in those ways that you really need it. I think it just take getting through that little tunnel right there. After that, man, I feel like everything opens up, and as long as you're as credible as you can be and honest about your word and a man of your word, you know, you can get wherever you need to be.
And consistent.
Yeah,
what's that?
For sure.
Very important.
Yep.
Oh, man. How do you feel about the internet, man?
Oh man, the internet is it's a gift.
Has it blessed you?
It's a gift and a curse. It's so easy to get a hold of people, but at the same time, when you try to get to those people, they still make you jump through hoops. So I think it's weird and it's cool at the same time. I love the way technology has taken this era of music to a whole new level.
Right.
Instagram, you know, all that stuff is just everything goes into each other. Facebook, Instagram. So you know, once you catch up to it, you good. But if you lost, you better hire somebody that can get you to the right place. Seriously, there's a lot of cats with flip phones still. So I think.
I know a couple people. Old school uncles, you know.
Right.
Never want to change.
Right. They're like, I can hang up on you so fast.
Exactly.
Click. Man, I miss that.
Right.
Those were the days, man.
Well, yeah, man.
Slam that phone.
Technology is a beautiful thing nowadays. I mean, you can download a movie in no time. You know, I can get across the world in 20 minutes. I can get to Chicago right now.
There you go.
That's
very true.
Cool,
right,
man.
Yeah, but no, it's a blessing to be here, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. So speaking of blessings, we all know that 2020 with COVID-19 was all types of crazy and it stopped
Right.
all types of stuff. But what is one major way that you feel like you pivoted with COVID and you adapted?
Wow. I think what everybody else probably had, at some part of this little, journey. I think they realized they had to be more mobile.
Mhm.
I think they realized they had to make those connections in the past as well as now,
Right.
being mobile. But still keep your distance, still be safe. I know how
Right.
that is. But I think because I had to go to you to get you on my album. So it was a lot of craziness, but I think it brings people together. I think in the long run, it should bring people together.
It should.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you didn't like learn anything from last year, you're doing something wrong. Like
Something
you were,
wrong, right?
yeah, you were supposed to adapt. You were supposed to change. You were supposed
Right.
to learn something.
Right,
Something.
right. If you ain't learned nothing, you either are doing terrible at the business part of it and not succeeding,
Mhm.
and you need to hire Mac Delfino just so.
Yeah.
Right.
Big shout out
There
to
you go.
Mac.
Shouts out to Mac Delfino.
Right.
Yes, absolutely. So, what are you most excited for in 2021? Now that 2020 is gone, it's over with. What can we look forward to with you this year?
This year, I mean, man, I don't even know. So this gear I'm wearing right here is by
I was gonna ask about this shirt. Let me
right.
see.
Yeah,
This is
what's this?
by
Hey, that's
Jay,
dope.
it's by Jay Amore.
Okay.
It's a young gentleman named Young Ra. His album release party is coming up this week. Big time help for me. He actually is featured on one of my songs, and he also is shooting a movie called Making It. Be on the lookout for that too. And I'm actually in there. I'm not gonna give you any details.
Okay.
I'm not gonna blow anything about it, but shout out to everybody who had a big part in that. I just played a little small role, and I appreciated that. But I think
That's all it takes, man.
right? I know, right? So
All
I
it
think
takes.
Yep.
a little bit of that plus a whole lot of music is what I think people can listen out for me. So we'll see.
Dope, man.
Right?
That's what's up. That's really good, man. You're like I was saying too. Just want to subscribe to the winners. I've listened to it. You have another song. What is that song that I think it's Hustle Harder?
Yeah, Hustle Harder. I just dropped a video to that like a couple weeks ago.
That's the one on YouTube with the link that you have on your Instagram, correct?
Right. Yep.
Love that song. That is a throwback. Not saying
Right.
that your music's from a different time, but what it does is your music that's now is bringing me back. It's giving me the same feelings. You know how music can capture a moment and it makes you
Right.
squeeze it and hold it.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Some of your songs, bro, they're bringing me back, making me have those good vibes.
Man.
But if you got a second, Willie, I wanted to see if you'd be interested in playing a quick game with us.
Oh man, yeah. I got all the time in the world.
Awesome.
Cool.
The game is called Over and Under. We
No, I
give
gotta
you a
go.
list. We give you a quick list. Yeah. And this list has a few items on it. And you tell us whether or not you think they're overrated or underrated, and then why.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to keep it easy. First one, nice and simple. All right. Deep dish pizza.
Ooh.
Is it overrated or underrated, and why?
How's your pizza out there, by the way?
You got a little bit of everything, man, and plus, deep down, I'm a chef, so
Okay.
man. So I don't know, man. I love me a deep dish pizza, so I'm gonna say it's underrated. Yeah, because I think people should try it. I think everyone should have it.
I
At least
agree.
once in your life, everybody.
At least
Yes.
once in your life,
agree.
like Jazz said.
I mean, nowadays that thin crust is really popping, but I like to eat. I ain't even gonna front. So.
Easy. Hey, slow it down, chef.
There you go, chef.
Eat to live, don't live to eat. Or
Chef-
is it the other way around?
Chef Henny, I like that.
Next one. Let's up the ante, okay? So you already know you're scarfing down these deep dish pizzas. What do you think about fitness gyms? With the pandemic and everything, people wearing masks. Are they overrated or underrated, and why?
I think they can be overrated because you can have all the stuff at your house. I think we can work out with. You can. I mean, if you really had to, you can lift your kids.
True. Yes, you have to.
I'm giving you just a little bit of everything. But I mean, you got running, you can go outside. I mean, there's so many things. But in that same sense, it's like being in the studio. You don't make the connection unless you're at that studio. So I mean,
Definitely.
right. But for
That's
me,
real.
it's overrated.
Okay.
Okay, good to know. All right, number 3, strip clubs, gentlemen's clubs, whatever you want to call them, clubs. The clubs where you throw the dollar bills clubs. Are they overrated or underrated?
Man, everybody got a job to do. So, and I mean that in a good way, because now people aren't working. So I think if you have a hustle, whether it's the poll office or the no office or the car office, I think it's definitely somewhere you should be. So I'm gonna say it's probably underrated, because sometimes you just got to throw the money. Man. Sometimes you gotta grab it and just throw it.
Man, I need that Henny money.
Okay.
Hey, as long as we're
Where you
not
just
tipping,
pull that from?
as long as we're not tipping, that usher type of money.
No Ush bucks.
No Ush bucks. How
I
about
keep
that?
a couple dollars right here just in case, like,
Just in case what?
they get live.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anything's possible.
Anything is possible.
My man.
Anything's possible.
Anything is possible. All right, let's get them going down the list. Number 4.
There you go.
What do you think about Bitcoin? Bitcoin, the digital cryptocurrency Bitcoin. Is it overrated, underrated, and why?
Be honest.
Well, I think so. I think I did invest recently. The numbers are going up and down, so you never know. But I think we're still dealing with money now. So I think it's overrated, because when is cash not going to be king? When is money, COD, not going to be, the currency or what we're doing with? But
Exactly.
I know you can't do it. You can't change a Bitcoin. I don't think so. So I think some form of it you can. Some of the smaller versions you can. And I have yet to really care that much. Right?
True. Very true.
Because I still got cash on me, So
There you go.
I think
Absolutely.
I'm gonna say it's overrated, man.
Absolutely. I respect that too.
It's cool, man.
That's my opinion. But
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe the wave of the future, though.
All right. I wanted to give you a little tidbit of information as we get off topic, as I always bring everybody off topic. We all have a role here. I digress. That's mine.
There you go, man.
But currently, Bitcoin is worth at about $61,000. So if you have one Bitcoin, you can cash it out, and you'll get about $61,000 and some change.
Cha-ching,
So it's kind of
cha-ching.
so it's
New knowledge right there.
new knowledge. Yeah, great things to learn.
Right?
No, absolutely.
And I just started investing, so I mean, there's levels to it if you ask me. So
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Dope, man.
Let's get on to the last one question, or number 5 on the list. Personally, I'm going to be honest with you, Willie. I'm a big guy who's kind of fearful of planes. I don't like planes. I'm not a big plane guy,
I don't do heights either.
So my question to you is, as an artist, you're going to be traveling the world. You're going to be moving. What do you think about airplanes, traveling via airplanes right now during the pandemic? Is it overrated or underrated, and why?
Oh man, I think it's underrated. I think you got to get to places. You can't always drive. You got to rely on the friendly skies is the only thing, to get there fast, to alleviate traffic. There's a lot of smaller accidents you can get into driving. Just being in the
distance.
wrong time. Just get to where you got to get to. If you can afford it, or the time willing lets you drive or take a bus or something like that, then do that. But I'm saying it's underrated, man. You gotta get there. You gotta fly sometimes.
Got to. I think one of these days I'm gonna fight that fear and I'm gonna book something on Southwest.
Dude. No, yeah, you gotta be safe though. That's the biggest thing. So make a wise choice for yourself. I mean, I started flying 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and I'm just like, yeah, I'd rather fly. Come on, so.
Makes sense. Makes sense, though.
I want to give you, Willie, a big round of applause for joining us on the Wake Up and Win show. Big pleasure. Thank you again. Big shout out to Mac Delfino. That is an agent right there. He makes things happen.
Yeah. Man.
Big shout out. And so before we let you go, Henny, I wanted you to introduce your song that you're releasing, and we have it right here. So if you could just say, you know, this is my new song, and you're listening to the Wake Up and Win Show.
Oh man, this is my new single, She Say, and y'all watching and listening to the Wake Up and Win Show. Let's get it. Henny.
Thank you, Henny.
Thank you, Henny.
I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
It's a young homie premiere.
Pull up on a pull up, swerving in my lane. 20 spoken out, so no, I can't complain. Yeah, they see me when I roll up. Spend the bankroll on my chain. Check in like Facebook. She bring it back like it ain't no thing. I spend money over here, cuz don't act like money is a fear, cuz if I wanna get it back, I'ma re-up. If she want it right back, hit me up. I don't got a lot of time to get right. You ain't talking about this money, then sit tight. Cause all this money keeping me on the Rizzo. Gotta be in my time zone by the midnight. Connecting these dots with me in the sky. Touchdown, Nina Brown, that's my enterprise. Yeah, I'm trying to get all up in them thighs. Whatever happened after that, we can improvise. You can ride shotgun if you wanna ride. But I got a 22 and a 45. Busting them shots while we getting high. Bumping hip hop, screaming out West Side. She say she a bad. I say she the baddest. She so acrobatic. Yeah, you can know.
At Straight Drop Recording Studios, we only want the best. That's why our staff of engineers and producers are Grammy nominated and work with major signed and unsigned artists. We're open 7 days a week right here in Chicago, 4823 West Diversey Avenue. Hit them up on IG, straight drop _ drop 773. Brought to you by West Wing Entertainment Chicago.